Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday, October 19th. It's about 8:26 a.m. Getting ready to head into class. Today is a full day of lectures on statistics. Awesome. It should be good though. I think it'll be something that I can take a lot of this information and parlay into like future endeavors and definitely in my own business. So that's going to be good. Yeah, I did not get up and work out today. I just got up at a decent time, got showered, did some stuff on my computer, did not eat any breakfast, drank some coffee, then got in the car and came here. So the plan is to have lunch, get out of class, go work out, and then yeah, do the rest of the evening. So I'll see you after class. Good afternoon, everybody. It is 4:15 p.m. So I literally just spent the last 8 hours, probably 7 hours, receiving lectures on statistics. So that was good. It actually was very helpful. Definitely some things that I think I can apply in my future, for my future businesses and for any future positions I have that are related to analytics and marketing and that kind of thing. This was more about kind of research and design, experimentation design, which I think though a lot of the same tests and everything are relevant to other worlds. So that was good. And if I ever do any kind of data analysis stuff, it'll be good knowledge for that. So yeah, but that was basically the last class while I'm out here in New Jersey. Tomorrow I fly back in the morning, which I can't wait because I'm excited to see my wife. I'm excited to see my little dude Cal. But before I head back, I'm gonna get one last workout in tonight. That's where I'm going right now. Then dinner and coffee. I didn't get all the videos I wanted to edited and uploaded yesterday evening, so I'll spend tonight doing that. Yeah, so nothing exciting, nothing different, just, you know, I mean, the process of the cut, which is just consistency, trying to do better, trying to get better. I have been higher on my calories all 3 days I've been out here, which I'm not too concerned about because theoretically I should still be in a maintenance even if I'm overshooting the 2200 goal. I haven't been able to weigh myself. I don't have a scale, and I don't really necessarily want to use another scale. I'm already using two different ones. I'm using one at home and then one that I bought for when we're in Kansas City, so there's already some variability in there, and then throwing in a third scale, I'll probably just not weigh myself. I should do progress photos today, actually. I'm kind of debating whether or not to do that because I was trying to keep the progress photos in the same lighting at the same time every day, in the same place. So I'm debating. I may take them anyways, but we'll see. Other than that, nothing much. I had for lunch, I had 2 pure protein bars. That's it. That's all I really had today to eat. I kind of fasted through the morning, had some coffee. Yeah, so now I'm gonna go get a good workout in and then eat some big dinner and chill. So hope you guys are having a great day. Hope it was better than listening to statisticians. Is that how you'd say it? Yeah, I think that's how you say it. All day lecture about statistics. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. finished up my training session at LA Fitness here in New Brunswick. I guess it's North Brunswick is where this location's at. Did shoulders and triceps, as you guys saw. It was good. Got to do a one arm cable lateral raise. I haven't done that exercise in forever. It was just good to experience, to play around with different variations I don't normally get to use in my programs because I don't have access to cables or things like that, which I've talked about before in this series. But yeah, it's also kind of funky, you know, being in a new place and being in a different place at least can kind of throw you out of your rhythm and your normal zone, and that's definitely how I felt the last 3 workouts, but I got them in, which is the most important thing. So I got them in, got them done. The one thing I will say, like, just, you know, speaking as a trainer and as someone who's part of the industry, who owned a facility, and it's been to a lot of different facilities and spoken with a lot of coaches and a lot of facility owners, is just, I think so many of us, especially those of us who are in the part of the industry who are lucky enough to be surrounded by really value-driven people who are very ethical and very client-centered and are trying to be the best fitness professionals they can be, I think we lose sight of how the large majority of the industry operates and how the large majority of people like you view fitness and how you approach it and how the industry markets to you. And you know, I was just thinking about, you know, if one of my clients was to come into this LA Fitness and be a new member, how hard it would be for them to integrate into that atmosphere in that community. It is truly intimidating. It truly is difficult if you're a woman who has never had any experience with lifting weights to go into the free weight section. That takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of feelings of competency that most people just don't have, and that's why they don't end up there. I know trainers knock it, and people in fitness professionals knock people for not having the courage or the audacity to do that, but you really have to have some empathy and put yourself in that person's shoes. And like for me, you know, walking in there and imagining, what if I was somebody who didn't know what I was doing or wasn't comfortable in a gym setting? How would this atmosphere treat me? How would it make me feel? And I mean, in my opinion, it would make me feel intimidated. It would make me feel like, I'll just stay over here in the corner and do some stretches and maybe try 1 or 2 machines and then go. I mean, there's all these fit, jacked people who are super strong and super confident, know what they're doing, and whether or not they're doing it right, they're confident. They have that swagger and that air about them. And not very many people in the gym are friendly. The nature of the gym is people go there for their time, for time for them to put on headphones and go to work. They don't go there a lot of times to be friendly and inviting, and I think that's an important part that's missing in a lot of gyms. It's that community aspect, and I think that's why you're seeing a trend over the country to go to these smaller, more training-based, coaching-based gyms where people feel like they belong. They feel like there's somebody there who's watching them, taking care of them. There's other people in the community who are watching and taking care of them, and so I definitely feel like as an industry as a whole, if we really want to do some good, like we really want to help those who need the most help, and stop chasing the 2% of the population who are already engaging in fitness and already value it and already understand it and already feel comfortable with it, we really have to move to that more of a community-based model where we focus on private and semi-private coaching and large group training. Now that's just one person's opinion, but I feel like that's the model that's going to have the most efficacy to, I mean, either 3 of those models, large group, semi-private, private, they all have their own intricacies within each model, but those 3 models, I feel like building the gym around that coaching, build it around that community, that's the model that's going to have the most efficacy to help the most people, and in turn it's going to be the most beneficial for us as coaches because we're going to be rewarded both internally with contentment and gratitude and satisfaction, knowing we're really helping people. We're not just selling them a service to make a profit, to drive membership sales, to build the monthly draft, but that we're also going to be rewarded, you know, career-wise through results, through testimonials, through word of mouth, and then financially by selling more and helping more people leads to more people wanting our help. And it's just it's a mutually beneficial cycle in that case. So I don't know, that's just my little rant. More back to the point of the video. So I finished up my workout, so now it's time for a meal. Like, I'm sorry guys, but I'm boring and I like what I like, and so I think I'm gonna go back to one of those Starbucks by Chipotle locations. And in particular, I've got one in mind because I think while I'm gonna get at least a meal from Chipotle, there's a restaurant that was like 2 spaces down that was like a Japanese kind of takeout restaurant that I think I might go in and check out for meals, but you guys will, I'll get you the details once I decide. So yeah, I'm gonna go there now. Alright, so I made it back to the hotel. I did end up going to Chipotle. I ended up going to Starbucks. I got myself a cold brew right there, Trenta, yes, 30 ounces of cold brew coffee. That's how I roll. And then I did end up going to Chipotle again, but I also went to this, I forget what the name of the restaurant is now, but it was basically like a Japanese takeout, fast, quick serve restaurant. And so I'm gonna show you what I got. So at Chipotle, I got this burrito bowl, and basically on it I have cheese pico, grilled veggies, and double steak. No rice, no beans. And then from the Japanese takeout place, I got some rice and teriyaki shrimp. And it looks like a side here is like a small little salad with like vegetables and broccoli and whatnot. So shouldn't be too bad. They had this listed, the Japanese takeout place had this listed as 500 calories. And I'm gonna look up on their website to see if they have all the macros and everything published. And then I also got an extra thing of shrimp, which they listed at like 34 calories, which is probably, shrimp is almost all protein. So it's probably about 8 grams of protein for the extra shrimp, and I'll figure out the rest of the macros. And then this burrito bowl should be about 600 calories or so. It's been about 650 calories with the rice and the beans, so it should be quite a bit less. Maybe not quite a bit, but maybe 100, 150 calories less without the rice and the beans. And I'm gonna drink my coffee. I've got a little station set up here to edit video. Basically, I have yesterday's and today's to edit. The other one's already edited and exported. I just have to start uploading them. So I'm gonna try to upload all of these videos to YouTube tonight. We'll see how the hotel Wi-Fi treats that. And then also, I shot some video of I think I talked about it a few episodes back. Went to a wedding. I think I even titled the episode Wedding Cake. But I shot some video there, and so basically what I want to do is I want to edit it together, put a song behind it, and make like a cool like wedding video for our friends who got married. So I'll probably work a little bit on that, and then just keep watching Hawaii Five-0. I'm making my way slowly through that series on Netflix, and yeah, I'm super excited. Tomorrow's Thursday, which means I get to go home. I should be back in Kansas City. Well, maybe not home, but at least back to my family. I'll be back in Kansas City by 2 o'clock tomorrow. And then because my wife's family lives in Kansas City and that's who we're staying with, I'm actually going to take a vacation day on Friday from work to basically just spend the rest of the weekend with them. It's a really good opportunity for Kelsey because she's basically gotten to spend the whole week, or Kelsey is my wife, the whole week with her family. So basically that's the plan for the rest of the week. Here's something for like, if there may be a population of people who are watching these videos, I'm hoping that are around my age and maybe younger. And so as I've talked about before, right now, while I'm trying to build Freeborn training systems online and in person, I am working a day job. And it's a day job where I work for a very large corporation, and it's the first job that I've had where I've worked for a company this big. And there's definitely a cultural difference in large companies, and there's definitely a cultural difference between people our age. And for those of you who are watching this who are twice my age, there's a difference between my generation and your generation. There's a difference between our generation and that generation, especially when it comes to like work-life balance and it comes to priorities. And that older generation, my parents' generation, which is largely who my coworkers are, my parents' generation, Like work is very much first, and work is very much all encompassing, and it's very dominating of all life. I don't necessarily agree with that. However, those are kind of differences I doubt we'll ever reconcile. It's just how people were raised, the generation they were brought up in, the values and priorities that were communicated to them. That being said, so while I'm telling you guys this is Friday, I've had a lot of pressure to not take a vacation day from coworkers and bosses, basically because there's a big test we're doing for a project that I'm lead on. And the way it worked out was the day it got scheduled was this Friday that I was planning on taking a vacation day. I had planned to take a vacation day ahead of knowing this test was going to be scheduled on this Friday. Actually, the test would have been scheduled between Monday and Thursday, so I would have missed it because I'd have been here in New Jersey anyways. So I didn't think of anything of taking that vacation day. Well, then comes to find out the test got moved around and now it's scheduled Friday. I'm telling you all this because I want to communicate something that's like I feel deeply in my soul, and it's a huge motivating. It's really motivating for me and why I do the things I do, and that's how I make decisions and choices. And I think this is important to communicate to you guys. I don't want to shove my values and my priorities onto you, but I think this is a truth. And I believe this truth for 3 reasons. 1, I worked in the ER as a scribe and I saw people die. I saw people die who are old. I saw people who die who are young. I saw people die who are middle-aged. I saw people die from bee stings. I saw people die from car accidents. I saw people die from old age and pneumonia. I also, second, worked with people for the last 6 years who are twice my age. Most of my clients, personal training clients, have been people who are twice my age, my parents' age, because they're the ones who typically need that service. And I've gotten to listen to them. I've listened to their lives and their regrets and their work life and their family life, and just gotten to be like kind of a fly on the wall, so to speak, and hear, their life lessons or so. And basically, and then the third thing is now I'm working in a large corporation with these people. So all 3 of those things summed up, I believe this to be true. I believe that the amount of time we have on this earth is the most valuable resource we have. I believe that none of us can tell for certainty how much that time really is. I believe that at the end of the day, when we die, the things we are going to wish is that we had spent more time with the people we care the most about and love the most. We won't care about the project at work. We won't care about the profit margins. We won't care about our success. We won't care about how powerful we are. That may all be important now, and we may think it's all important right now, but when we're that old person, or we're that 45-year-old who dies tragically in a car accident, God forbid, when that time comes, we are going to wish we had made those people we love and care the most our #1 priority in life. And so tomorrow, that's why I'm going to take Friday, that's why I'm going to take a vacation day, is because I have an opportunity to let my wife and my son spend a full week with her dad and her dad's family, who we don't see a ton. And my son, who's brand new to the world, can spend plenty of time with his auntie, who just had a baby, and his little baby cousin. And he can be around his grandpa and his nana and all these people that love and want to spend time with him while he's this 3-month-old baby, which he's only going to be a 3-month-old baby for a month. And then he'll be a 4-month-old baby, and pretty soon he'll be a year. And I will only get to spend so many days with him as a 3-month-old baby, and pretty soon he'll be a year before I know it. And I know parents out there can confirm the truth in that statement. It will go by like that. And so I'm trying to be conscious and self-aware about it. And I realize that while I may feel like, oh, I need to be there for this test at work and it's so important, it's not that important. What's important is that when that time comes, it's time for me to say goodbye. I'm gonna wish I had spent the Friday with my son and my family and my wife, having a good time and doing what we want and enjoying that time. The job will go on, the work will go on, the company will go on. But my family won't always. My family, my wife will pass away someday. I will pass away someday. My son will grow old and he will get his own family and his own life and his own interests, and he won't always be the little baby I can hold in my arms. So I'm telling you all this because if you guys are my age, I hope you guys take that perspective with you into life. I think you'll be much happier. I think I think our generation is more self-aware of that. I think we're super self-aware of that, and that's why the other generation has a hard time understanding us. They can't understand why we don't want to work 60 hours a week and why, you know, we don't want to sacrifice our lives to our jobs. And if you're in that older generation, I would encourage you maybe to stop for a second and just think about what I said. Like, maybe it rings some truth to you. So, and maybe it'll help you understand your coworkers who are half your age as well. So, I don't know. That's not really the point of this series, but I felt like it came up. I wanted to share it. Felt like something that I think will help add value to you guys and improve your lives. So, this is definitely about physical health. It's about getting leaner, but it's also about living a good life. And that's part of it. So, I'm gonna eat this food, not all of it. I'm gonna eat one meal now, and then a couple hours later, I'm gonna eat the other meal, and then I'm gonna edit. So, I'm gonna end this video here. It's a pretty good little rant, only a few clips in the day today, but no big deal there. There will be longer videos, and there will be videos with more clips. We've got like 60 more episodes to go. So, yeah, thanks for watching this episode. Thanks for listening to me rant about mortality and perspective and the important things in life. And thanks for watching all the other videos, and I hope you guys are enjoying them. And if you are, please share, subscribe to my channel. Any support you guys can provide is hugely appreciated. The more you guys share and subscribe, the larger FTS Nation becomes, the more people we help, and the more good we do. So I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next episode. Until then, have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you later.